Good afternoon and welcome to Freedom High School's 46th graduation ceremony. I am the proud principal of Freedom High School. My name is Esther Keaton, and I just wanted to let you all know that our graduates have worked very hard to be able to celebrate this day. To honor them, we ask that you refrain from yelling excessively, even though you're very proud of them, in order to hear every name that is called. Please stand and remain standing until after the national anthem, which will be sung by Madeline Brace, Nathaniel Waitman, and Joe Vertrees.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Graduates and guests, you may be seated. Again, thank you for being here and welcome. In addition to the hard work and support offered by family and friends, there are several people who work behind the scenes in order to support our graduates' quest for a high school diploma. As I call the names of our honored guests, please hold your applause until everyone's name has been called. And guests, please stand and be recognized when I call your name. Board members Peggy Mueller-Aragon and Barbara Peterson. district administrators, just a note, there has been a change in the program. Diane Kirshen is stepping in for Tammy Coleman. She is an associate superintendent for elementary. And Debbie Elder, executive director of the Office of Innovation. Our teachers, Patrick Carey, Charlie Fixico, Richard Faust, Gia Gilk, Sarah Lynn, John Potter, Paula Rimmer, Alicia Rush Flynn, Seth Shapiro, Mandy Shaw, Melanie Tejas, and Joe Vertrees, our counselor, Helen Trujillo, our nurse, Tony Berg, Title I support, Ed Briggs, social worker, Patricia Gonzalez, our APS officer, Jacob Romero, and office staff, Eileen Burke, Anita Montano, Sally Whaling, and Daniel Estrada. Our custodians, Manny Solano and Larry Montoya. And we have a kind of a special guest today. He is our Student of the Year, and he will be helping out Jesse Coleman. Thank you very much. In a few minutes, we're going to hear from a few of our graduates. But before I turn the program over to Richard, I just wanted to say, graduates, look around. There are a lot of people who were involved in supporting you as you work toward your goal to graduate from high school. Some of us pushed you, some of us pulled you. All of us were cheering for you. In the end, the important thing to remember is that it's your choice to be here. You have endured trials and tribulations that most people don't experience in a lifetime, yet you've overcome those obstacles and have proven to the world that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. George Washington Carver once said, "There is no shortcut to achievement. Life requires thorough preparation. Veneer isn't worth anything." You've achieved your goals through hard work and tenacity. And on behalf of the staff, thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey. We look forward to hearing about your future accomplishments. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to turn the program over to Richard Faust to introduce our speakers. Just an aside, Richard recently walked in his own graduation ceremony. He recently earned his Master of Science degree from the New Mexico Tech University. As you see, guys, we continue to learn. Richard, congratulations.
Well, good evening, and welcome back to the 2017 Freedom High School graduation. No, I've not finally lost my mind, though doubtlessly there are a few graduates on this stage would argue otherwise. I mean welcome back, because that is the nature of the Freedom community. When people join it, they never leave. In attendance tonight are graduates from the class of 2016 who've returned to support their friends and family on their graduation. Former teacher advisor Bill, who is here to see that last advice you walk across this stage. And even our former principal Vivia, who is here to revel in the success of the community that she helped to build. Absolutely. Vivia was forced to retire suddenly after suddenly shattering a bone in her upper arm, which isn't funny, but it is humorous. Oh, thank you. I didn't think that one was going to play at all. Amongst your number tonight are siblings that graduated from Freedom, here to watch their little brother or sister do the same. And there are even parents that graduated from Freedom High School, here to watch their children follow in their footsteps. So tonight, we gather together again as a community to revel once more in the success of each individual before you. Indeed, Freedom is a community of unique and wonderful individuals. And even though we are here to cheer each graduate that strides across this stage, none of them would have made it without this community to support them every step of the way. So give yourselves a huge round of applause. Five of these individuals are here tonight to share their stories with and about our community. 5 individuals to share their part of the Freedom experience. The first speaker this evening is Reno Cheeky. Woo indeed. As you will see in a moment, Reno is a gifted artist, though as he was Student of the Year last year, most of his teachers would probably just refer to him as a gift. Reno is also the latest member of our community to continue their journey at New Mexico Tech. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Reno Cheeky.
Good afternoon, graduating class of 2017. Woo! Yeah. My advisor had a dream that I would make a painting for all of you. But I would not be here to present my painting without everyone who allowed me this opportunity. Therefore, before I present my painting, I want to thank all of those who have aided most in its creation. I want to thank my dad for helping me whenever I needed it, and my mom for yelling at me every morning to wake up. I'm grateful for all our teachers for awarding us points. Esther, Sarah, and Helen working so hard to get me the best scholarships. We also appreciate Nurse Tony for keeping us alive when we were hungry. I also want to thank Larry for letting me play piano when lunch was over. I am also very humble from all the support all the students have shown for everything I have done. Back to the painting. This painting represents the point before I came to Freedom up to our graduation. Sarah literally had a dream of me unveiling a painting at graduation and shared this idea for me doing it for real. I did not act like it, but I did not want to do it. To be completely honest, how would I pull this off? And I've never made a painting for such a big event in my life. And just like my move to Freedom, I was scared. It was something entirely new, and I had no idea what I was doing. I started painting. It was ugly. So I started painting blindly, hoping something amazing would come. Sometimes I have to do that. It was still ugly. Students and teachers would discuss what they think I was painting and would ask me, is it a phoenix, a wave, a cloud, an evolution of emotion represented by disorder of heavy seas flowing into calm surfacing skies? That was Sarah's idea. I had no idea what it was, and I was lost as just as lost as everybody else. But then I realized I could not represent my entire Freedom experience by myself, because that is not the Freedom way. Freedom is about community. My experience at Freedom was created because of the community that helped me through everything. Now this painting represents all the beautiful ideas that I could never equate to on my own. On the bottom of the painting, there is a wave. It's really dark. A wave growing out of chaotic seas. That is my fear and uncertainty of moving on to a new school. The fear that I was not good enough to graduate with my class and lose the community of friends I have made at my old school. But as you look up to the painting on the left, you will see a burning phoenix above all the uncertainty, inspired to continue my education and quest to change the world, as I find freedom to be a better place to be in. We were all given second chances to find ourselves and be who we want to be through a new way of learning. Above the sea of uncertainty, you will also see great calm clouds, as I find myself comfortable and safe to carry my story forward, to come together for our graduation. The clouds break up into golden flowing lines, which represent us moving to the future. We may not know what the future holds, but I guarantee you, we can make anything possible if we rise together, rather than do it alone, because that way it's harder. So yeah, thank you.
Reno Cheeky, everyone. Okay. Our next, there's a phoenix. Our next speaker is Sylvia Zamora. Sylvia is a quiet leader. She assumed the leadership of Alicia's class when Alicia was suddenly stricken ill and never expected a word of credit. So this is probably appalling for her. Her only motive was to see others succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Sylvia Zamora.
Good evening, family, friends, and faculty of our graduating class of 2017. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Sylvia Zamora, and I am delighted to stand here before you tonight. Rodolfo Anayo once wrote, "You are innocent until you understand, and understanding comes with life." This is a quote from the novel Blasphemy Ultima I had read in Miss Melanie Tejas' multicultural English class. This aphoristic quote illustrates that growing and coming of age can only come with knowledge and understanding, and with that means a loss of innocence, which we all go through at some point in our lives. My loss of innocence happened when I was just 14 years old. My father, who was a single parent, had suddenly passed away from kidney failure, leaving my two brothers and I without a goodbye. After my father's passing, I didn't seem to care for school as much as I once did. My grades fell tremendously, and I later dropped out my sophomore year. I began to give up, leading me to fall into a black hole, and things that meant so much to me were now at a distance. I didn't like the person I was starting to become, and I knew I had to make changes in my life. The first understanding of my life was to focus on my faith in Jesus Christ, and as time went by, I knew I had to get back into school to pursue my childhood dreams of becoming an orthodontist for the military. With the help of my best friend Mariah and her mom Sophia, they began to help me look into different schools that would understand my situation and that were willing to help me get back on track. Not long after searching, we had come across Freedom High School. After researching what Freedom had to offer and asking a few friends who had attended, I'd received nothing but positive feedback, and later on decided to enroll. On my first day at Freedom, I was greeted by my eccentric advisor, Ms. Paula Rimmer. I remember Paula asking me a simple question: what is your aspiration in life, and what could I do to help you get there? I didn't take this question seriously, as I thought Freedom would think of me as just another student passing through, but boy was I wrong. My career at Freedom began with Paula helping me create a graduation plan and also helping me create a foundation that I could build onto to accomplish my dreams and aspirations. The advisory component offered at Freedom made it easy for students to grasp and take control of their schooling. Here we learned responsibility and understanding with what comes with life. Students are able to go at their own pace, whether being a student who is an excelling fast learner or a student that is needing a little more help in tutoring. Teachers were always willing to go the extra mile in helping students. For example, teachers would stay hours after school to help students individually with schoolwork or even personal issues. The teachers at Freedom, most of whom we've all had for class, made school almost family-oriented. because the teachers are like second parents to us all. They would always push us to do our best and would not take no for an answer. The understanding we, as students at Freedom High School, was that we all came to Freedom for our different reasons, but we all came together to work towards the same goal, graduation. 3 years later, here I am, here we are, the graduating class of 2017, one step closer to fulfilling our dreams. But we could not have done, but we could not have found our understanding with life without these amazing teachers. Each of one of you hold a special place in our hearts. We want to thank you for the opportunities, advice, and teachings you have provided us to get where we are today. Moments away from receiving our high school diplomas. Now, class of 2017, tip your caps, brush your shoulders off, because we did it.
Sylvia Zamora, a speech that was so good that Thor, the god of thunder himself, was applauding. The third speaker of the evening is Francisco Barón Alvidrez. Francisco would constantly strive to encourage and mentor his peers. In addition, Francisco was student of the session for the third 6 weeks and was always in a wonderful mood, so that he invariably brightened the day of all he met. And now, he's about to brighten yours. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Francisco Barón Alvidrez.
Imagine a place where everyone presents as an outcast. But as the time passes by and the objective has been completed, we all leave as a community. Good evening, staff from Freedom High School and my dear family and friends. I am Francisco Barrón Alvidrez, and I have been attending to Freedom High School for 2 years. The place I was talking about earlier is Freedom High School. As time passes for Freedom High students, we began to immature. Attending Freedom High School makes us all better individuals because of the community we are in, and each one of us supports each other. Every single one of us has a memory of our first day of school and the uncomfortable feeling we experienced when we did not know anybody. We were the new kid in town. In my case, I tried my best to make new friends at a new school, despite that uncomfortable feeling, and I was welcomed. There was a time when I left school for 2 years, and I felt something was missing. Not graduating was an unwelcoming energy that felt like emptiness. I told my family that I was going back to school, and they were surprised about my decision, but supportive. We all had the support of our families when entering a new school or trying to achieve something new that could change our lives. In my case, my mom supported me through my journey of high school. A hardworking woman with 4 boys to take care of. And I appreciate every moment of my life with my mom because without her support, I would not know where I would be at this very moment. Para mi madre, muchas gracias por haberme ayudado en cada caso de mi vida. Por haberme dicho que mis decisiones en la vida podrían causar buenas o malas consecuencias. Si no fuera por ti, no estaría en estos momentos aquí. Y nunca podré agradecerte por todo lo que has hecho por mí. I knew that I did not want to stay without an education because my possibilities would be limited. And then I found out about Freedom High School. I was a little worried about how people would treat me or how they would see me as a person. My first day was okay. Not great, nor good, but okay. Because I did not know anybody at Freedom High. The new people at Freedom, and they were all friendly and welcoming. And as time continued, I felt part of the Freedom High community. Even though I had my own difficulties, everyone understood me that because they all had difficulties in life, which made me feel similar to everyone in Freedom High. I did not stand out in a crowd because we were all young teenagers trying to get an education in life. Set in Freedom High School, everyone in my advisement turned from being strangers and into friends. and at the end of the run, they turned into family. We all have seen each other at our lowest to our highest. We all supported each other when one of our ACE family members was down, because Melanie's was a tight-knit advisement group, but so was every advisement. Advisement is the heart of Freedom. I give a special thanks to the teachers in Freedom High, because they give me so much of their time to guide every single student that is going through tough times. I personally thank all the teachers that gave me all the help I needed, to Melanie Tejas, Richard Faust, Charlie Fixico, Joe Vertrees, John Potter, Andy Shaw, Alicia Ruckfin, and Carrie Renshaw. These teachers guided through my time in Freedom High by giving me the knowledge of a language and a voice. Just as Jimmy Santiago Vaca says in his novel, A Place to Stand, language gave me a way to keep the chaos at bay and prevent it from devouring me. It allowed me to confront and understand my past. It opened a way towards a future that was based not on fear, nor bitterness, or apathy, but on compassionate involvement and a belief that I belonged. With this tool, I was able to articulate myself more freely to speak, and here I stand today. To all the upcoming graduates in Freedom trying to get an education for their future, do not give up. Because right now it is easy until you step out of high school. Always focus on what you are trying to achieve, and stay on a straight and narrow path, knowing the benefits for the future of your lives. We leave today on a new path of new opportunities, but we leave knowing we will always have our Freedom family to support us. Thank you.
Francisco Barón Alvidrez. All right, the next speaker of the evening is Ms. Areli Tapoya. Areli is an interesting collection of contradictions. Soon to join the Army, she formerly worked as a model, which I guess makes her a model soldier, or it will. And as you will soon see, a model speaker, Ms. Areli Tapoya.
Good evening, dignitaries, staff, friends, family, and graduating class of 2017. Timshel, a small word with such a big meaning. I would have to say the word Timshel changed the way in which I perceive many things, such as finishing school, furthering my education, and joining the military. The word Timshel, used in the great novel East of Eden by John Steinbeck, taught to me by Melanie, means thou mayest. Timshel gives you an option to choose between right or wrong, and is not something forced upon you, such as when one is told, thou shalt or thou shalt not. Timshel means the way is open. I believe the word Timshel changed my mindset because I learned I had the option to choose whether or not I wanted to succeed. Freedom High School gives everyone the option to choose whether or not gives everyone the option to finish school on his or her own terms. Nothing is forced upon you at this wonderful school, because thou mayest choose to graduate. There are many reasons why parents and students consider Freedom a great school. The teachers here let you work at your own pace, are always willing to help, work with you, and care about your well-being. They're also friendly and always have a positive attitude and dedication. Our academic advisors help each and every one of us succeed and graduate. They also helped us to choose our path and fight for what we want in our future, as the way is open. With the help granted to us by the staff at the school, we all had many options open to us, such as different college choices, career opportunities. For instance, the staff would organize events such as symposium to show us different career opportunities. I decided to choose the Army for myself. A great way to start a career by serving this country to preserve the Timshel for the citizens of America. With the help of my sagacious advisor, Joe, if you could please stand. And we could give him a round of applause, please. I learned the different paths I could take in life, and he was one of the few people that believed that I was capable of anything I set my mind to, which I am truly grateful for. We are all wholeheartedly thankful for the Freedom High School staff, parents, family, and friends for always pushing us to succeed. If I can get a round of applause for them. One of those people that believed in me and helped me push through was a great friend of mine by the name of Areli Tapoya. Areli passed away last year, 2016, on December 5th. This tragic incident changed everything for me because it made me see the value in life. At the age of 16, this young friend of mine had many goals set for herself, but always pushed me to finish school and accomplish my goals. She led me to believe the way was open for me as it is for everyone. I believe every student sitting here with me is capable of anything and everything as long as we set our mind to it. I want to tell the class of 2017 to set yourself free and see what the world has to offer us. We made it this far and we'll get to where we want in life. Each and every one of us is leaving Freedom High School with a higher mentality, but we'll never forget that our roots are this school itself, and we are just simple leaves falling into our own paths because our way is open. Congratulations, class of 2017, and thank you, Freedom staff, for everything you did to help us succeed.
Thank you, Areli. Our final speaker of the evening is Terrell Hario. Don't applaud yet. You don't know if it's going to be good. Come on over. Like Areli, gosh. Terrell has considered joining the Army, although he has already become a valiant soldier in my Literature of War class. And that performance propelled him on to become the English Student of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Terrell Hario.
We stand alone together. If we all learn anything at Freedom, it is to write and have an attractive title to go with our essays. Yat'e, shi yinishi Terrell Hario, nash'a tohe glini. Good evening. On behalf of class of 2017, I would like to welcome family, friends, and regular people. Well, class, we made it. Collectively, we have met our graduation requirements. Looking back on all 4 years, we've had our ups and we've had our downs. There was a first for everything for us. The first football game, the first job, the first girlfriend, and the first car. Through the years, we have grown mentally and physically. However, the beginning to that transformation had its challenges for all of us. During my freshman year, I struggled to finish the year with 6 credits. I was obviously in a pickle. My parents thought it would be a great idea if I joined Freedom High School. This turned out to be great advice, although I didn't want to change schools. My first advisor was Carrie Renshaw. Not only did she help me keep me on the right academic path, she motivated me and many of us, and never failed to end the class with one of her corny jokes. Carrie and all the academic advisors at Freedom are in a large part why we are all graduating today. Let's give our advisors a round of applause. It was not easy fooling around at Freedom High School because one of the teachers is also my aunt, Melanie. Every time I had an essay to complete, she would be on my case. Mel would show up to one of my classes and give me the stink eye and tell me to do my work and stop messing around. My mother, Nicole, is only 1.5 miles way up the freeway as well. Also, Carrie was next door to Melanie. Ironically, I had no freedom at Freedom High School. I cannot thank my aunt Melanie and advisors Carrie and Richard for all the hard work they did for me. Through thick and thin, they had my back. Melanie was always making sure her Hito was progressing in school. As Joe always says to all of us, freedom doesn't mean to be free and do whatever you want. It means to learn and take responsibility for your life and chase your dreams. Well, class, here we are now, responsible and ready to start chasing our next dreams. We all met spectacular people at Freedom. All of the students and teachers were extremely kind. We did not have every teacher's class, but that does not mean every teacher was not supportive. The students were always welcoming and were always all the same despite our differences. Freedom High School is the students that go to when they're not doing so well in their comprehensive schools, and is a second or third chance to get their high school diploma. I am proud to be a graduate from Freedom High School. This school is the reason why I'm graduating on time and is the reason why I finished early. Freedom High School will always be a second home. Every teacher gave us motivation to do our work, such as analyze or compose our essays for Gia, Melanie, or Richard. Complete accelerated math for Alicia, John, or Joe. Or finish that art project for Sarah. This school has helped us all massively as students and as individuals. We are grateful for having many amazing teachers and staff because they have all taught us many strategies to overcome or offered a shoulder to cry on when need be. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Use your newfound knowledge. Just don't forget me when you're making millions." In addition, as street poet and rapper Drake proclaimed, "Started from the bottom, now we're here. Congratulations, class of 2017.
So one more round of applause for all our student speakers this evening.
Graduates, as you move forward into your lives and expand your communities, we wish you three things. We wish you the happiness of a productive life, the respect of those around you, and the love of family and friends. We are so proud of you. Board members Peggy Mueller-Aragon and Barbara Peterson, could you please join me at the podium? I would like to present the class of 2017. They've met all the graduation requirements set forth by Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education and New Mexico's Public Education Department. To you, I present Freedom High School class of 2017.
So, your families and your community love you, need you, and are incredibly proud of you. So it's with it's with great pleasure that on behalf of the Albuquerque Public School Board of Education,
we accept the 2017 class of Freedom High School. Congratulations.
Let's get some diplomas.
Ready? Reno Cheeky. Sylvia Zamora. Francisco J. Alvidres. Areli Tapoya. Terrell Hario. Jessica Acosta Quiros. Omar F. Aguirre. Juan R. Eldradi. Karar S. Al Hussein. Zaman M. Al Hussein. Jessica M. Angel. Guadalupe Madrea Barragan. Charlene R. Begay. Lila Nicole Benson. Madeline Lindsay Brace. David Ray Brown. Ashlyn Christine Breyer. Ariana G. Casados. Cassandra Castillo. Mario Ivan Cordero Hiron. Cole Hayden Custer. Felicia Marie Del Medico. Brian L. Irvies. Xavier B. Fasson. Julia Malia Flores. Jada Goldman. Danny Gonzalez. Celine Nicole Irene Hernandez. Vincent David Longcoat. Mateo Lopez. Marlon T. Lovato. Aaron Daniel Mays. Monica Renee Martinez. Amari Tanae McCoy. Shane Keith Newbill. Jose Luis Ortega. Dylan R. Peterson. McKenna N. Quintana. Ashley Renteria. Lawrence Michael Romero, Jr. Melly America Sanchez. Michelle Antoinette Torres. Jamie R. Uquidi. Isaiah Alfredo Daniel Urrutia. Cody R. Velasquez. Nathaniel Allen Waitman. Jackson Andrew Watley. Leonel Zapata. Good job, Leonel.
Here's one more. Graduates, please stand. Congratulations to the class of 2017. We have completed our high school education and are ready for the world. You may turn your tassels from right to left to signify that you are a high school graduate.
Thank you again for being here to celebrate this evening with us and to celebrate our students. Please remain standing as our graduates exit the building.